Yeah, this is a very important animal to me. This is a first for me. This was a gold blush Mojave bred to a spider. And so I was really happy to see this guy when he came out of the egg, or she came out of the egg. And as she gets older and goes through her sheds, she is just getting nicer and nicer. A lot of people have actually said that this looks like a bumblebee, but there's no pastel influence at all. This is a Mojave spider. So the hope is, by breeding, as you guys probably saw in part 1 of this video, where I'm actually breeding the bumblebee to one of my gold blush Mojaves, is that I'm hoping to bring the pastel into this project to really brighten up the colors of this existing designer morph. So the hope is that maybe in the 2011 season I'll actually produce some pastave bees, or some bumblebee Mojaves, which would be very cool. So anyway, this is the father of the snake was a gold blush Mojave, and the mother is my spider.
It's very nice.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So you guys can see it.
Here, let me put her up here.
Wow, it's very nice. Beautiful colors.
And another animal that I like, actually. This is a female lesser, 2010 female lesser that I got in a trade with my friend Jason from Fairfield. Pretty animal.
Very nice lesser.
And I'm looking forward to, you know, just the thought of putting like the desert to a lesser. I have not seen the photographs, but I'm sure it's a gorgeous animal.
Nice.
And let's see what else. And here is my spider with one of my gold blush Mojaves. And she's produced some really nice babies over the years. Most of her babies have a lot of white on them. Here's a bumblebee that was produced.
Oh, this is one of my favorites, the bumblebee.
This is a 2010. This snake is in shed right now, but as you can see, the high white is just gorgeous on this animal here when we get into a different light situation.
It's a very nice high white.
Yeah. And this snake is in shed, or going into shed right now, so she's normally not as dark right here, but when she's completed her shed, she's just gorgeous.
That's a very beautiful bumblebee. And that's a female, right?
Yep. So she's a holdback. Let's see, a couple other interesting animals. Here is a potential holdback. This is a female gold blush Mojave. Real pretty animal. And as the animal gets older, the gold will start to come in. The yellow highlights will start to get really bright. You can see in the dorsal area, this is just yellow coming through here.
It's nice. And this is one of the gold blush Mojaves, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we have some other types of Mojaves. This is from my buckskin line. This is the male that I'm actually holding back. He's in shed right now, so he doesn't look as good as he normally does.
So you guys can see the difference.
And then his sister, which is also from the buckskin line. This is a nice animal. She's a holdback.
So very nice.
Yeah. I mean, I really like these guys. Let's see. Here's another nice Mojave, gold blush.
Oh, that's a nice, beautiful Mojave. It's a female.
Actually,
right?
a male. And a couple of other gold blush Mojaves. They're a little bit different. These are what I think are het for exanthic.
Yeah, this one makes totally different.
These are both males, so I'm holding them back with hopes of breeding them to their mother, who I think is an axanthic, and with any luck will produce axanthic Mojaves. Probably next year.
Yeah, pretty nice.
And
So,
this, I don't know if we've seen this before. Yeah, I think we have actually.
that's the pie with the Mojave.
This is, oh hey, we have another lockup, that's good.
There's another lockup.
This is the parents of the two holdback males that I just showed you. I believe this is the female normal that I'm hoping will be the axanthic. And so we'll be producing another clutch out of this pair. And this is what I call the silver and black line. And I think I'm very confident and hopeful that next year I will be proving her out to be an axanthic.
An axanthic.
Yeah. And this is one of those rare animals that this animal was actually purchased originally from Craigslist about 8 years ago. And we'll see if we get lucky here.
I hope so.
And we'll show you some big females now. Come
Yeah,
over
let's see
here.
the big females. The big one.
This is the 5,000 gram female. She's in shed right now, so she doesn't look too good. But I've actually bred her with bumblebee and Mojaves. She has not ovulated, so this is not going to be her post-ovulation shed or her pre-lay shed. But she's about 5,000 grams. I actually purchased this snake off of Craigslist about 10 years ago. And when I purchased her, she already weighed about 3,000 grams and was about 5 feet long and very skinny. So she's around 20 years old now and at about 5,000 grams. This is a 4,000 gram female. Again, this is another Craigslist purchase. I've had this snake for about 10 years and she's very large, nice weight going into the breeding season, just about where I want to see her. And what I like about her is that she doesn't have a lot of alien eyes, so there's a very nice pattern on her.
It's a very nice.
And then another large female is what I call my #1 adult normal.
And this is the one
This is the one that produces
to produce.
probably some of my best Mojaves. This is the mother of what I call the gold blush jewel line. So when this snake is bred to a male gold blush Mojave, the babies from this female come out just gorgeous. And I've actually held back one of her sons, which is a gold blush Mojave, and we'll breed him to her with hopes of taking that the quality of the gold blush jewel actually to the next level. And then again, all of this is really gearing up toward expanding the Mojave project to start making crystals and mystic potions. So when I'm producing Mojaves now, I'm really not even thinking of just producing Mojaves. I'm thinking of 3 to 5 years from now, what will the mystic potions or the gold blush mystic potions and gold blush crystals look like. So that's where a lot of my focus is in these days, is on those projects. I'll show you one
Very
of her
interesting.
sons.
Manchester projects.
This is my holdback from last year. This is that female's son. He's got a little bit of shed left on him still. We'll work on that. And my technique, if you guys are watching this and you're having shedding issues, it's not uncommon for us out in California, especially because of the humidity factor not being that high, where we don't get complete shed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hose this guy down with some tap water. And when I say hose him down, I mean I'm going to be hosing him down like he was in a torrential rainfall. I'll get the newspaper wet and probably come back 5 minutes later and do it again. And then 5 minutes after that, come back and literally just take the skin and just peel it right off. It'll just come off with ease. So just a little insight on how to get some stubborn skin off these guys.
Nice.
It's just one method. Do you want to see him in there?
Yeah.
And another interesting animal
Oh, that's the one.
is the mystic. Beautiful. I used to look at these snakes and think they were just a low-grade Mojave until I was surprised or shocked to see what they produce when bred to a Mojave. So this is the catalyst for a mystic potion. Breed this to a Mojave and you will get the infamous mystic potion. Very beautiful animal. So this is a very exciting, sort of the next phase of my Gold Blush Mojave projects. This animal will take that project to the next phase.
It looks like Mojave.
Yeah, looks like a sort of a dirty, dark Mojave. Not very impressive looking, but very important to the project. And let's see down here. We have the special. He's actually in shed right now. To most people, this looks like a nice normal, but when bred to a Mojave or even a pastel or a lesser or a butter, this animal will produce crystals. So as I'm looking down the line, I've actually had a lockup this morning between my pied and one of my Gold Blush Mojaves. So I'm already thinking of producing Mojave pied crystals in the next, who knows, 5 to 7, 8 years. But those are long-term projects. Those are not things that are going to happen overnight. And I have no problem with that. I look at the long-term projects as more of a challenge and an adventure than just producing morphs for the first, just to produce an automatic morph.
Very nice.
So is there anything else you wanted to look at, wanted to see?
No, just
some more animals.
almost.
Here is one of my favorite female Gold Blush Mojaves. This particular female is in shed or going into shed right now, so she doesn't look as nice as she normally does, but you can see just the gold, the hues coming up from her side. Let's see if this is better. And this snake is not at breeding size yet, but hopefully next year she will be, and I can't imagine what's going to happen when I put her on the breeding team as far as the babies that she'll produce. So this is a very exciting. Next year is going to be fun, as always.
Okay guys, so you guys see all the part 2 from Brian's. Again, come here and visit him. He always a very nice person. He always let me come here and see all the animals.
You're welcome anytime, bud.
Yeah, and he's have very interesting cool stuff. And nice project for coming for this year, right Brian?
What's that?
This year is gonna be nice for you.
I can only hope so. It looks good, but you can't count your snakes before they hatch. So, and I've learned that patience is a huge virtue with this, and I'll get what I get, and I'll be happy with it. So I'm just, I'll be very satisfied. I have a lot of dreams, but we'll just have to wait and see. You can't look at a lockup and think it's an automatic clutch. And so I've learned that through the years, and there are some lockups that are more exciting than others, but I'm sure I'll find some babies that are hatching out this year that'll definitely get me excited.
Okay, Brian, thank you for letting
All right,
us
Sabino.
to come here. And okay guys, so
Take care, everyone.
check out the video and see if you like the video. Thank you for watching us, and see you later guys. Out.
Take care. Good job, bud.